Hello and welcome from Dave M0OGY. Hope you're all okay. Today's video I'm reviewing. This is the first part of a multi-part review of the President Randy 3 Citizens Band Radio handheld transceiver. So as we all know, there's been much interest in hand portable radios, and they are not a replacement for a base station or a mobile station, but they're a handy thing to have, and they can also be powered from an external device and plugged into a larger base station antenna or a larger antenna in general. So the Randy 2, it's been available for around 2 years now. This is the first chance I've had to look at one. Looking at the radio, it's extremely well made. It comes in the President packaging, which is behind, which is a sort of a clear infill panel with everything packaged in, so it does ooze sort of quality in looking at it. I mean, it needs to really, as it's quite an expensive radio, and the retail price in the United Kingdom at the moment is around £209, which is a lot of money for a portable radio, but you have got the President quality with the long warranty. So looking what comes in the box, there's the box behind it, there's the handheld transceiver, which has the battery in the back, lithium ion battery. There's a small rubber duck antenna, we'll show you that a little in a moment. It's only not too long, maybe 300mm long. It's not very long at all, helical wound. The antenna screws into the top of the transceiver with a TNC connector rather than the BNC as used on the Thunderpole TX and the Joe Picks and other radios of that ilk. So it does have a TNC, which is a similar connector, but it screws in and it's a lot more substantial and seems, it don't flop about, which is a handy thing if you've got a larger antenna in the top, which I'll show you the options of the accessories, and there is a decent antenna called a tactical antenna, which we'll look at in a bit. So you got your antenna. On your left there's a belt clip which clips on the back of the radio. It seems a bit wobbles about a bit. I personally wouldn't want to be carrying it around on that. There's a lanyard as well to go with it. There's also a mic clip, so you can hang it on that. Moving across, you've got 2 sets of instruction manuals. The first on the left is in English and Polish. The one on the right is in French and Spanish. The President sticker that comes with everything, every president for the last 30 odd years. And then it also, another good feature, it comes with a car kit. So you've got a cigarette lighter plug and an antenna socket, where on alternative transceivers like the Thunderpole TX you have to purchase this separately. It does come in the box, which is a good thing. And then below that, this part here, that goes on the base of the transceiver, so you can plug the charger in it. There is an optional standing charger which I've got for it, but you have to, it's a bit of a faff. You have to clip that on. Not a massive job, it's just another job, isn't it? So you have to clip that on the base of the radio before you charge it up. And talking about chargers, it comes with a typical charger, but for some reason, and I've seen it noted on other people's videos over the last couple of years, it is only a 2-pin European socket, so it doesn't come with an adapter, so you need to be buying a UK, or this is if you're in the United Kingdom of course, a UK to European adapter, which is a shame. I've got a few kicking about, but not everyone has. So that's what comes in the box. There is quite a few bits in the box. The transceiver itself we'll take a look at now. See if I can show you it. That's the transceiver. It's very well made. It's got the green strip around it. That green strip is a seal, a weather seal. Whilst I guess it's not proofed, so you can douse it in a bucket of water. It's certainly waterproof. Got your peel off screen protector on there. I'll be trying to leave that on. You've got your buttons, your mode buttons, A&L noise blanker. Just show you that. So you've got your mode button. It does have AM and FM. This it's a multi-norm transceiver for all European norms. Out of the box. It does have an export mode, but you have to take the battery out. There's 5 screws on the back, which you have to remove, and there's 2 white wires on the front. It's near where the keypad is. There's 2 white wires that you have to snip, and then it works in typical export mode, 24, 30 megs, it goes all the way through. But please, as I've said in the past, you need a resonant antenna, and the one that comes with it, I would say it's pretty lucky if it's ideal for the full multi-norms, let alone that sort of frequency coverage. So you really do need a resonant tuned antenna for where you're using. So if you wideband this, it's at your own risk, and whilst you'll more than likely void the warranty, of course, you could blow it up if you ain't got the right antenna. So just ensure that. There's that little antenna, as you can see. It's helical wound antenna. It's not very long. So short of the antenna, they're not very wide bandwidth. Anyway, moving on, looking at the controls. Just thought I'd get that in. So you've got a mode control there. AM and FM. If anyone's watching who manufactures these radios at President or anywhere else, it really would sell well if you put single sideband on one of these radios. There's not been many. There was the Albrecht and also the Magnum a few years ago, which was quite cumbersome radios with large battery packs. Yeah, please consider putting SSB on it, because whilst it's a really good seller, these radios, SSB would be the icing on the cake. Anyway, so you've got your mode button. Moving down, you've got A&L noise blanker, monitor, and you've got your F key, which you use in the old Presidents. You can get into the multi norms and things on the got up and down. So you've got your up and down keys for the channels, which alters all the other functions. CTSS, CSS even, and DCS. So it has got your functions for your codes and that sort of thing. Menu, scan, dual watch, emergency, so that goes between channel 9 and 19. That's just a key. You've got your moving down, you've got your large speak. You've got your speaker in here for your audio, received audio, RX, and the microphone is a little diddly hole there, it says mic. So that's your front panel, LCD display. It does seem to, the backlight, which you can change in typical President fashion, multicoloured, orange, greens, etc. So you can change that, but it doesn't stay on long enough for my liking. You've got a scan facility, it'll scan once the squelch is up, obviously. So yeah, that's your front panel. You've got on the top, you've got your TX. I'll not touch it when I transmit. You've got your TX and RX light, as you can see, changing red to green, all in one. You've got your volume on off at the top, your antenna, and if you can see there, I'll point to it, there is a built-in torch, quite a bright torch there on the top. On that side you've got your sealed sockets for your headphones, etc. You can use an external microphone, which there's two microphones available actually. There's a speaker mic and there's also a standard microphone. I've got them both. I'll show you that in the later part of the video. With sealed in sockets there, covers. On your left, PT T button, high and low there. I'm assuming that's your power. You've got your squelch plus and minus buttons there underneath. Obviously that's where it clips in and you fit your charger or your you know, your mobile kit or whatever. So that goes on the bottom. You've got on the back a metal clip, what is used in the association with this. There you go, you can see that that can clip on the back, but it's not to my liking. I won't be using that. You unscrew this and your battery pack, lithium ion battery pack's behind this panel. So that's a look at that. You know, there's lots of features. I'm assuming that's why there's two manuals. Most President radios or any radio comes with one manual, so they've seen a need to print two manuals. So that's a brief look around the radio. As I said earlier on in the video, this unit here, that screws on the bottom, clips on the bottom should I say, and you plug your charger into the base of that. The car kit, we'll have a look at that. This is your car kit. So yeah, and you've got a cigarette lighter plug. There's an antenna lead with a, obviously like that, the sort of detailing, dust cap on it. So if you wanted to plug it in your car, you know, and use it mobile as a mobile transceiver, it can be done. Or if you wanted to use it as a base station and you've got a cigarette lighter on your power supply, you could use that as well, which is another good feature. And as I said earlier, that does come in the box. You don't have to buy that separately. So that's a brief look around it. In the next part of the video I'll show you some of the accessories that you can purchase separately for it. There's a standing charger, there's a speaker mic, an optional standard microphone as such, and the thing that interests me is the tactical antenna, which is the important thing, so it will increase the range. I do hope you're enjoying the video. There's you know, some, hopefully in the next coming parts, some on-air testing with it. It is quite difficult when you're testing handheld devices when you're out in rural Lincolnshire, as whilst there is quite a few stations around, you know, they're dotted quite far apart, so you do struggle. Whilst you can receive them fairly well and certainly receive, you know, the skip, the propagated signals, you do struggle a little getting out with a handheld device. So on the next bit we'll show you the accessories. Thanks for watching up to press. Welcome back. Looking at the additional accessories that can be purchased for the President Randy 3. The first one on your left is a speaker microphone. Now the speaker microphone, you know, they feel really well made. They've got some weight to them. They've steel on the back and got a, you know, a clip on them. Where the speaker microphone has two plugs, very much like, you know, the Kenwood type. It has two plugs, so one of them's obviously for your normal, you know, transmit microphone, the other's for the internal speaker one. The second microphone, which uses the same body as the speaker microphone, it does way less, as it's just got a normal mic and got the single plug. So that's the other accessory. So you could, you know, personally I'm off to use this standard mic and use the built-in speaker in the radio. I'm not a big fan of speaker mics. So that's the two microphone accessories. There is an optional standing charger. Got a red LED power light. I'm assuming that'll probably, I've not tried it yet, that'll probably change to green when it's charged. So there's an additional standing charger, and the other accessory which I'm interested in, this is the bag it comes in, as it's telling you. You can see that, can you? There you are, just above my thumb. It tells you what the it's 27.205 megahertz, and the VSWR is 1.5. It says it's got a gain of 2.1 dBi. Probably take gain figures with a pinch of salt on most antennas, to be fair. But this is it. This is the antenna, and it's what's known as a tactical antenna. A high gain. Looks it's quite flat and thin. You know, it's like a bit like a tape measure, and you can fold this back on itself to make it shorter. TNC antenna socket, so it just screws in the top as the supplied antenna does. So that's your tactical antenna as it's known, and it comes with a little sort of velcro backed strap, so you can fold it down, make it shorter. Just why you'd want to walk down with it much shorter than that, I don't know. It's not that long, is it? It's only what, 300-400 mil long. It's not long, is it? So that's the antenna of choice I'll be using. Hopefully get a few more contacts with it. So that's the accessory. You know what's available for it, and what you can buy. You know, you could soon you know, the radio, you know, it's just over £200 by the time you bought that. You know, it could be getting up for 300, so it's not a cheap radio, but I guess you get what you pay for. You know, it's I'm very well impressed with the build quality, as in any other, you know, President product. They certainly, you know, build them well, but you do have to pay a premium for their products. So I'll be back in a minute anyway. With your tactical antenna. That's the tactical antenna AM Super Bowl. Right, on that note, that's the end of the video. I've actually come outside with the tactical antenna, and I've got S7 or 8 of Super Bowl banging in on AM on channel 6. It's a rainy afternoon here in North Lincolnshire, and it's in typical fashion raining, so it's a good test for the waterproof of the radio. But anyway, I just plugged this antenna in, you know, indoors, and I could hear these stations. I thought, well, you know, they don't work very well indoors, no antennas, so I thought I'd come outside. But hey, it's wide open, isn't it? That's a big amp, isn't it? So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the first part of the President Randy 3 review. Many more to come. I think that guy was using a big amplifier and a big antenna, so you know, it's nice to receive signals on these handhelds anyway. So on that note, catch you on the next one, part 2, some more on air tests. Best 7.3 from Dave, M0 OGY 26 Alpha Tango 025. Catch you soon, bye bye. See ya, bye bye.